backed off. There was some talk about a minor accident, possibly a pit maneuver, but then without a scanner, we weren't really getting all the updated information fast enough. So we decided to come out here anyways. A law enforcement helicopter was overhead, basically just kind of gave us heads up that this guy is in a apartment complex and by a pool. So we made, hey Annette. Sandy's on the set. You guys understand that when you guys put us on television, these pursuits come to an end. You know that, right? Oh, hey, look what's happening. And it's all coming to an end right now. But at any rate, we hope we can have some tape probably later on. Guys, watch KCAL probably at 4 o'clock. They'll have the tape from earlier. It was crazy. It was like a crazy car rodeo. As the suspect was trying to elude officers, and actually did. We saw that pursuit going here for a little bit, but it's all coming to an end right now. Westbound 60 Freeway will get an off-ramp here in just a second, and or even better, a city for you guys. Yeah, I think we still are in the Walnut area. We're right by Nogales, Nogales in the 60. It's coming to an end right now. Law enforcement, you got multiple units out here from different agencies. Yeah, we did right out the box. I'm really kind of wondering why. It is you or it's Brennan. My pilot today is Timmy, and he's just commenting that he told Brennan that as soon as he gets in the helicopter, we're going to have a pursuit, and we did. Driver, probably the main suspect. There is at least one passenger in there, maybe more. I see odd placement of hands down there. But this thing coming to an end right now. 60 Freeway, Nogales, California Highway Patrol, and other law enforcement. They got the freeway shut down. I don't think this time he is going to be getting back into that car anytime soon. But he was out. He was running around. Got back into the car. Took off. And now it's coming to has some finality as the cuffs are going on that suspect. It was pretty neat, especially the beginning part of it. That was beyond nifty. I've never seen something like that. I've envisioned it and wondered why it didn't happen, and it had, but that was crazy. Oh, I'm sure we will. Yep. I'm not seeing us on Facebook. I wonder if they pulled us off Facebook because they thought we were going to go live on television. Well, it's probably my phone. Yeah, I've got the pinwheel of death. It's trying to connect to CBS LA on Facebook. But prepare for TV because I have no IFB. Hey, TOC, just checking. If we go live, I've got nothing on Freak 6 right now. Copy, thank you. Orange County Sheriffs. Yep. I just rely on that old stringer senses. I knew something was up. I got green lights. Try it again. Fernando, I got green lights. Yeah, I got you. Got you. Yee! Still live on Facebook. John Volat, I haven't seen your name in a while. Good to have you back, brother. And thanks for everybody letting me know that I'm still on Facebook, even though I didn't have Facebook up earlier, but now I do. Connection finally came through. Yeah, like I said, if you guys are local, try to grab KCal 9. The the block. When they stop you on the freeway, it's always a good idea to stay behind the law enforcement. See what goes on here. Probably, hopefully, it's just a stern talking to, and we'll see. But interesting, nevertheless. Let's take a look what's happening on the westbound 60 because of what was going on. Oh, look at that. This backup builds up quickly, but not quite over to the 57. They'll probably have these lanes opened up pretty fast. California Highway Patrol, that's one of the things that they're always concerned about is flow of traffic. And I'm sure as soon as they feel that the law enforcement vehicles are out of lanes, which they're doing right now, they will reopen the freeway here quickly. And traffic will start flowing again. Pursuit coming to an end. Started in Anaheim, took a quick break in the Diamond Bar area, started up again, and now coming to an end on the 60 freeway near or at Nogales. I think so. The picture's still up. Oh, it might. You know what? It might have gone to black for a second there. I'm not sure. Because they're like, hey, where do you go? This and that. They killed the feed. Now they're like, you're back, you're back, you're back. So, I'm not sure. Linda, you know what? You got to know, I am Team CBS all the way, and all day. I CBS 5 days a week, and I'm sure whatever the issues are, it's growing pains with the tech department, and that is all. And I hope you guys bear with us as we figure all those things out. I don't think anybody's treating anybody poorly. I really believe it's just growing pains. Right now, you guys are looking at a pursuit termination on the westbound 60 at Nogales. I'm going to go talk to our assignment desk and see if we can move along. Nothing to see here. Assignment desk checking in. The freeway has reopened. Both the suspects are in custody, and this thing has come to an end, and it is more than an hour and 5 minutes to the next show. Copy all. Thank you, guys. Yes, let's go back to base. And if the feed is still up, anybody that's super familiar with the unit in 536 Hotel Pop, I am really, I'm just starting my process, but I'm wondering if I can do it with my iPad, because laptop, I'm going to have to borrow one from somebody, because I'm not that person. And anyways, because I'm trying to program this scanner. Either that, or I'm just going to have them pull this out and put one of my scanners in here. I don't know how complicated that would be. But But I'd rather use the new nifty stuff. So anybody have any information on that, please try to get a hold of me. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Australia. I just finished the second season of, what is it? Jack something or another. Love that show. Makes me want to go to Australia. Shirley, I have a feeling next time may only be a couple of hours. We'll see what happens. Christopher, you have the right attitude, and I'm thinking you guys are right today. Richard is asking about Hotel Pop. That stands for HP, Hotel Papa. And, yep, and 536 is the Uniden scanner model. Phil, you know what? If it's news, I'm all about it. You know that. Courtney, I'm sure they'll play the highlight reel, which is actually pretty good. If you guys are local, KCAL, 4 o'clock. I'm not sure who the anchors are, but I'm sure they are true professionals. I know they are true professionals. Truer words. I have Timmy as my pilot today. Oh, 60 Freeway is what we're seeing right there. Off in the distance is Los Angeles. Actually, Oz was not the name of the city, Stu. Oz was the wizard. He's a Wizard of Oz. I thought it was the Crystal City. Wasn't it called the Crystal City? I don't know. See, now it's getting confusing. But Jade, was it? I don't know about all these fancy things. Yeah. I used to make sarcastic jokes about that. I was a product of the Emerald City. Thank you. There you go. Well, he was the Wizard of Oz, but they were in the Emerald City. He was the sales guy. Yeah. Richard, you cannot see Acton. I mean, I'm not saying, you probably could look out the window and see Acton at your house, but you can't see Acton on our screen. Christopher, that hashtag is becoming contraband. The Emerald City is Seattle. I went to Seattle. I thought Seattle was okay. I went there for the coffee. Yes, I did. Was in Vegas a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. Wasn't enjoying my vacation. Got up one morning, threw my crap in the truck, and drove to Seattle because I wanted to go to the original Starbucks to pick up my mobile order. That would have been classic. And Seattle to me is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I really fell in love with. Geez, I need more food or caffeine. What is the name of that town? There's a town that's right at the border of southern Washington and northern Oregon. It was awesome. It's a logging town right on the water. I should have gone. I should have spent my vacation there. We had no trick-or-treaters last night, actually, and we had a bird strike. Maybe that was the trick-or-treat. Trinidad. Woohoo! As a Florida boy, I have been to Trinidad many times. And the Virgin Islands. I did all the touristy stuff in Seattle, a lot of the touristy stuff. The food was great, it was amazing. And a lot of cool architecture up there as well, which I'm very much into. Anyways, let's look around. Enough about that crazy. Camas washing, no. It's gonna. I know it's gonna click as soon as I get on the ground. They filmed Kindergarten Cop there. I know that. No, it wasn't Tacoma. It's a little town right on the water. Like old, really cool old bridges and. No, it's not Fontana. All right, now we're looking at the 10 freeway. One of the state colleges right there, and in the distance you can see the beautiful USC Medical Center. I'd been inside that building a couple of times. The original old building actually was sadly very depressing. It is hazy out here today. No, it's not fog. It is haze. That is haze. And we were supposed to have some winds, and I was expecting it to be like super clear. And then that's the new part of USC Medical. I haven't been inside that building yet, but I hear it is amazing. Super modern, super nice. And then there is downtown Los Angeles. They're building the new 6th Street Bridge somewhere over here in this area. Over the wash, they tore the old one down. What's up? It's no, it's on 6th Street. Let's get out of the haze for a minute. Let's look up to the north. What do we got? Oh, beautiful Glendale. Oh, did we fly over Occidental College? Or no, Occidental College is up to the right. I'm sorry, that was me. I was looking out the window, wasn't paying attention. I was going to show Occidental College. Yep. One of our presidents went to Occidental College. And it's going to be a sore subject, but I'm going to show you the picture anyway because the landmark is awesome. Keep going, Stu. There it is. Stadium of Dodger in the Chavez Ravine. Goonies. And you went to jail probably for something innocent like sleeping on the grass or picking flowers or something, right? I'm sure. It went by so quick. I saw somebody saying that Los Angeles is an amazing city. It is an amazing city. I do love LA. It has a lot of faults, but in that same breath, it has so much going for it. It is an amazing city. Somebody was saying something about Palmdale. I can't really comment because I'm biased. I do love the Palmdale, and the Quartz Hills, and the Desert View Highlands, and the Lancaster. Julie, yeah, it's humid out there, isn't it, in Texas? Crazy humid right now. And raining all the time. I saw something about another big storm coming through there. That is Echo Park. Right here in this area. No, this is not Echo Park. This is Silver Lake. This is Silver Lake. Echo Park is over there. Echo Park always makes me think of Bosch. I love the books. I love the show. Titus Welliver, awesome guy. I've got a great story if I ever hang out with you and drink beers. Tell you about how I got to meet those guys. Was amazing, awesome. And new book out, Michael Conley. So There's Griffiths Observatory. One of my favorite things, and I'm sure the people that have watched a lot of these are like, geez, Stu, every time we fly by this, you show it to us. That is the Hollyhock House. Hollyhock House, Frank Lloyd Wright design. This one actually not built by Frank Lloyd Wright. It's in museum. It's open to the public. You can come and tour the building, see the architecture, and it is pretty freaking cool. And if you're not a Frank Lloyd Wright fan, Google it, look around, get some books, see some pictures, and I'm pretty sure you soon will be. Hollywood sign, for all you not locals, you're probably like, yeah, Hollywood sign. There it is. In the background, Bob Hope Airport, otherwise known as Burbank Airport. Are those people? No, those aren't people, it's just rocks. Rock people. Some people don't know, but there is a Hollywood Reservoir. It's right there. Pretty much you can't see it unless you're above it looking down onto it. It's hidden by the hills. There is the wisdom tree. Let's see if we can get a cool shot of the wisdom tree as we pass by. If Stu could just run this camera, and you have no excuse why you shouldn't. This is my camera. It's a different helicopter. Ooh, the gyros are not working. This, our shot over needs a little love. But there you go. That is the wisdom tree. I don't know if you guys are that far behind or what's going on, but somebody's like saying you don't have to show Dodger Stadium. Oh, poor Dodgers. They had it tough, you know. I just got to say. I'm not very sporty, but I did know, just like on the outside looking in, you know, the Sox were just the team. Yeah, they were just the team. It was going to be an uphill battle, but at least they got there twice now, twice in 2 years. BJ is watching, and I got to tell you, I am still working on guests, and maybe we should do a podcast again someday. Because it's not a competition, but it is a competition, and I still want to have a good podcast. Ambassador Hotel, that is a sticking point, and this is one of the reasons why Lisa Marie was talking about the Ambassador Hotel. So to me, that was a monumental landmark, and they turned it into a high school. And they were talking about keeping some of the history or all the history and this and that and the other thing. You know what? That is so Los Angeles. It is like, oh my gosh, look at this monumental, beautiful architecture, old building, all this history. Let's tear it down and build something new. And you know, again, this is one of the things. It's good and it's bad. The Ambassador, though, sadly, they were going to keep the roundabout, but in the end, they didn't even keep the roundabout. They actually tore it down and rebuilt the roundabout, and it was just, I don't know. Every time I see that or hear about that, I'm always a little sad. Coming up on the Van Nuys area. That's the civic area for Van Nuys, meaning Van Nuys PD station, courthouse, and other, you know, city buildings. Huh? Oh. Timmy's our pilot today. He's going to be our pilot for all of the day, as I understand it, and tomorrow as well. So expect many pursuits. We're going to have pursuit after pursuit after pursuit for all your friends. Beautiful Van Nuys Boulevard down there. Iconic spot for cruising back in the day. A very young Stu Mundel used to hang out at that McDonald's with a '68 Camaro. That was my spot right there. Still open, probably because they knew they're waiting for me. That's where I used to park. As we pan over here, you got Van Nuys High School, famous filming location. Marilyn Monroe, supposedly. I don't believe that. Robert Redford definitely went here. And Stacy Keach went here as well. And they filmed some of Fast Times at Ridgemont High there, and Square Pegs. There's a television show, and other stuff. And what do we have right there? Beautiful Van Nuys Airport. We'll be landing here shortly. We're into Wilson. We got the cool guys in TOC and gals, maybe. I don't know. I didn't hear any gal voices yet, but maybe we'll keep the signal up all the way to the ground as we watch Timmy land Alpha Pop. We are in our backup helicopter today. The backup to the backup, but it actually is an amazing, aircraft. And I don't know why it's quieter than the other ones, because it has no insulation at all, but it is quieter. I had a the 68 was a small block, and it actually was a very high compression 327. Now I can say it because I don't own it anymore, and it was a kid, but it was a very high compression small block 327, extremely high rev. We had I had the original Camelbacks on there. And I didn't even have a Holly carburetor, and that's how I used to get everybody. I'd be like, had no chrome, it was just a very plain looking engine under the hood. And like, man, I can't even afford a Holly carburetor, man, come on. But that car did 11s, well, high 11s, but it did 11s. Joseph, the pursuit is over. Making our way back into the Van Nuys Airport. That's Helinet we're looking at right there. No, I don't know. That is one good-looking Dodge truck. Wonder who owns that. And we are landing at Van Nuys. You got the Super Scoopers ready for action. I have a feeling by Thanksgiving they're going to be up flying every day. 8 Alpha Pop on the ground at Van Nuys. May we knock it down.